What's going on, Flyers fans? It's your boy Sal G here with you on another edition of Clear the Ice on It's a Rap Network. Please make sure you give us a like, share, and subscribe so we can get all this hotness from It's a Rap Network to whatever social media platform you use and get it out to all your feeds there. Hope you're all having a good night. I wish I was having a better night. The Flyers lost the second of back-to-back games. They lost two in a row. They got shut out 2 games in a row. And during that shutout there, they've been outscored 8-0 during this 2-game losing streak. Meanwhile, the New York Islanders win their sixth straight game. They are hot right now, and with the win tonight, they just leapfrogged the standings there in the division, in the Metropolitan Division, over the Flyers, over the Rangers. They're doing pretty well right now. So, tough team. But I saw hardly any life from this Flyers team. I mean, they had opportunities. They had some opportunities, but man, just the power play, it just sucks so much ass. It's really tough to watch. I mean, when they go on that power play, and they were in front of their home crowd tonight, and you hear those fans booing because they're not moving the puck around. They don't have a center to just delegate and try and make plays and pass the puck. It just looks like amateur night every time they're on that power play. A lot of spinning around in circles, just chasing the puck in their own defensive zone. Not what you want to see. I mean, when you have a man advantage, I don't know why it always looks like that the other team has more guys out than the Flyers have. That's what we have here with this power play. I don't see it getting better anytime soon. Although, just before the game ended, they did say that there was a rumor of a possible trade between the Flyers and the Calgary Flames, where the Flyers would receive Andre Kuzmenko in a deal, and maybe Morgan Frost is part of that package. I don't know. I sure hope Mishkov isn't part of that package because he was benched for a lot of tonight's game. But Morgan Frost uh, left or was on the bench, never came back. I don't know if he's part of the trade deal, if he's in Torts' doghouse. Mitchkov was in Torts' doghouse tonight. Torts was giving him an earful. Uh, Not the way John Tortorella wants to celebrate his 1600th career game coaching, that milestone achieved tonight. And of course, you're going to always remember this game, John Tortorella, as the game where Flyers got shut out 3-0. And your team can't score. You just can't. Can't score 5-on-5, can't score on the power play. 2 games in a row. Are we headed for a big time slide here? Is this what we're going to see? Need to do something. Unfortunately, Owen Tippett did not play tonight after he got knocked out of yesterday's game. He still hasn't played. Not saying what his injury is, other than I believe upper body, but it looks like he has a concussion. As of right now, it's an undisclosed injury, as far as I've seen here. And the Flyers play again on Sunday at Colorado. So that should be a fun game for the Flyers. I don't know how they're pulling that one off. Colorado's pretty darn good. So we'll see. We'll see. I guess we'll see if the Flyers make a trade for Kuzmenko or any other players coming up before the Four Nations starts. Is Risto going to get moved before the Four Nations? He is going to play for Team Finland, and might be a good idea to move him now before he possibly gets hurt during the Four Nations, and then you can't get squat for him. So we'll see. We'll see. But not a good night tonight at the Wells Fargo Center. The fans were booing the ineptitude of the Flyers for sure. Not a fun game if you were in attendance. Not fun. And these past 2 games, watching them, not fun to cover, not fun to watch at all. Let's see. Let's break down this game a bit. All right, it's enough Andre Kuzmenko talk here. So I'll pull it up the box score. This is a third matchup in 2 weeks for these clubs, and If you remember just a couple weeks back, uh, Maxim Siplikov got a cheap hit on Ryan Paling, and there was some payback tonight. Scott Lawton was quick to drop the gloves with Siplikov, and Lawton took him to the ground. Not much of a fisticuff all-time heavyweight bout there, but Lawton took him to the ground. Got a few shots in. Siplikov didn't really do anything. Maybe he was just owning up to his mistakes with the Flyers and with Lawton, saying, "Hey, give me my penance. My bad about your guy." And that was really the most action we've seen. So right now, you don't have Owen Tippett, you don't have Ryan Paling, you don't have Igor Zamula, you don't have Delorier, uh, you know, and we don't know what's going on with Morgan Frost. Is he hurt? Is he part of a trade deal? Matvey Mishkov's in the doghouse. You know, uh, what's going on, Fly Guys? We going to fix this mess or what? Well. After tonight's win, the New York Islanders have allowed only 7 goals in their last 6 games. So they are playing hotter than shit right now. Philadelphia has lost 4 of their last 5 games and now 2 goals in their 4 losses. So that's not looking good, guys. Come on now. Oh, boy. Well, I'll get into the nitty gritty here. At least Garnet Hathaway continues to hit guys. He's still one of the league leaders in hits. Looked like in the game there, he had 184. And how many more hits did he get tonight? He banged out 10 hits, lapped the field in hits. So he's really smoking guys. You know, I wish we had more guys like him. I feel like he's our best. Obviously, if he's second in the NHL in hits, he does it very frequently. But I just don't feel we have many other guys that do it. And Ristolainen's capable of doing that. But other than Risto and I guess Sealer can lay in the guys. But other than Risto, Sealer, Hathaway, not much, not much tough as far as hits on this team. Flyers did bang out 20. Of course, half of them came from Hathaway. Hathaway, Hathaway, Hathaway. And the Islanders had 19 hits. Shots on goal in the first period, the Flyers had 8, the Islanders had 10. So it was pretty close. The first period was a close game. It was nothing. So the Lawton fight, thought that would fire the crowd up. It did. Then you had a double minor on a 4-minute high stick on Palek. Flyers going to power play, couldn't do squat with that. Konechny caught his stick to the mouth. His mouth was bleeding. Luckily, he still kept all his chiclets. That was good. So no teeth missing there for Konechny. Power play goal. This is the Flyers' biggest threat. Power play goal, Michkov. Unfortunately, that was ruled not a goal. So Mishkov ripped this from the top of the circle and Frost screened in front of the net. But unfortunately, Frost caught a little too much of the goalie. And because of that, the Islanders challenged and that goal was removed. So if Frost just was a little more up, a little more out of that circle, that goal would have counted. There's no telling if Sorokin was going to get to it or not. That's unfortunate for the Flyers because that could have changed the whole outcome of the game there. It could have changed, how things played out for sure. Fedotov was playing well in the first period. I mentioned that, he stopped 10 shots, no goals, stopped a breakaway after Mishkov gave the puck up. That could have caught towards his ire there, got him pissed off at Mish. The Flyers just continue to suck on the power play. And the Islanders are doing really well on the penalty kill coming in. They killed 19 of their last 20 power plays, and they stopped all the Philadelphia's tonight. Second period, Flyers had some scoring chances in the second period. Just Sorokin was doing well. He was doing his job. 23 shots on goal for Sorokin. 23 saves. Shots on goal, second period, pretty much the same. Flyers had 9. Islanders had 10. And the Islanders go on a power play for tripping, but if there's any one team that's actually worse on the power play, it's the Islanders. They're worse than the Flyers. They're really shitty. 3 for 40 on power play attempts for the Islanders on their last 40 attempts. Just 3 goals. It's pretty bad, and yeah, you'd be surprised. You hear all that. You hear about the Flyers going on the power play before the game starts. Say, hey, we should be able to take this game against the Islanders. We get our revenge on Siprikov, and we really show them, who's the best in the division. But nope. 10:02 in the second period. Holmstrom with a wrist shot off the crossbar and in. Shot from the slot with assist by Pernovich and Pagu. So Islanders go up 1-0 with that goal. And in the second period, New York Islanders get another power play on a brink high stick. But the Flyers were able to penalty kill. And then 17:08, we have Gatcombe gets his first career goal as a snapshot, give and go. Coming off the bench, he was hugging the blue line and just waiting to just rip right out there, go into the offensive zone. Got his first goal. Nice goal there on that give and go. Islanders up 2-0 with assist by McLean and Siplikov in third period. Well, I'll just throw this stat out here. After tonight's game, the Flyers are now 1-8-1 in the second game of back-to-backs. So they suck at back-to-backs. I'm sure a lot of teams aren't really good at them. It is tough playing back-to-back. I know they're all NHL professional hockey players here, but no team, you can ask any one of those guys in the NHL if they like playing back-to-back games, they're going to probably tell you hell no. Hell to the no. Talking about Morgan Frost, just not back in the game, just ever since second period, right? Philadelphia had a chance at a power play here. New York Islanders had a hooking call from Brock Nelson, but then in his frustration, Joel Farabee slashes, gets that called on him, and you have 4-on-4 hockey. So it's a dumb penalty by him. They lost their power play chance. That could have been something there. So again, the lack of discipline from the Flyers with dumb penalties. You gotta take that. Take that penalty. You're down 2-0 at that point. You got to take what the team gives you and try and get some scoring chances, opportunities. And I know you suck on the power play, but you're not doing anything on 5-on-5 in this game either. Islanders get the third goal. Palmieri with the wrister goes top shelf over Fedotov's glove. And they have assist by Cizikas and Pelech. And that puts the Islanders up 3-0 in the game. Say fans just kept booing. Power play after power play. Lack of opportunities. The double minor, you had 4-minute power play. Flyers couldn't do squat. So maybe a trade to shake things up is in order. We'll see what they cook up here. Maybe I'll wake up in the morning and get myself a late Christmas present. It's funny with Kuzmenko, though, because he's not a center, and that's what the Flyers really need. He is a winger. He's just 2 years removed from scoring 39 goals. So, maybe there's something there. Maybe he can play center. But right now, I'm showing that he's a left winger that is a right-handed shot. So he's playing offhand. Do we need that? Maybe we need more left-handed shots. Because the only guy we have that plays lefty, a left winger that's a left-hander is Farabee. Maybe they would move him to left winger. But we know a lot of NHL hockey players like playing offhand. Matvei Mishkov plays offhand. So, what are the Flyers going to do, guys? What are they going to do? Frosty packing his bags, my man Chris says. What's up, brother? What's up? Frosty packing them, huh? So that's it? That's official? It's official, or we're just saying it? Come on, we got tons of people watching here tonight. Let's throw up a like for your boy. Throw up a like for It's a Wrap Network. Share, subscribe, hit that notification button so you get all the hotness delivered to your feeds, you'll know when we're showing up, when we got shows going. We got a lot of shows, guys, because I'm about to wrap this up here because I'm going to have a restless sleep because the Flyers are killing me. Check it out. Sunday, I'm calling the game against Colorado Avalanche and Matty B. He's going to go Tuesday. Oh, let me get this comment off. My man Chris saying just speculation. All right. It seems like it, though. Tuesday, Utah Hockey Club. And they're not going to be the Yetis, surprisingly. I thought everybody thought that was going to be their team name, and they ruled that name out. I don't know what it's going to be. Your guess is as good as mine. The Utah Salts. Utah Rock Salts. That might be something. Tuesday, Matty B. Thursday, you got me against the Washington Capitals to get to see Alec Ovechkin get closer to that Wayne Gretzky goal record. And Mike Lauro in the house. He's going Saturday. His first Clear the Ice game on It's a Wrap Network 2025. Mike Lauro, Sidney Crosby, Pittsburgh Penguins. Mike's going to be on the bump. So make sure you check that out. Let's see here, guys. I'll tell you about some other stuff we got going on here on It's a Wrap. We have the Birds Flyby show. We have a pregame show that we're going to do at the Super Bowl. So make sure you tune into that. We'll be on a half hour, maybe an hour before the game time. Or maybe an hour. I want to say that because we might have a huge panel coming on. And we'll just talk about all things birds and talk about the Chiefs and how they're in bed with the refs and all that conspiracy stuff you guys love. Eat that up. And Matty B's got his show. He was on earlier tonight, Sunday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Check that out. Actually, maybe he wasn't on. I'm filling in for him tonight. He said he wasn't feeling well. So I hope you're doing all right, Matty B. But Matty B has a show every Sunday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, The Final Word. Check that show out. And your boy Sal G has his own show, The Wraparound with Sal G, every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Tune into that. You know, I rant, I ramble, talk about stuff that happened over the past week, filthy things, try and have a good time. And Matty B's got a weekly show with Kyle Quinn, The Birds Blast. So make sure you check that show out. All right. That's about it for me, guys. I appreciate everybody tuning in. We got tons of people watching. Really appreciate. Let's help It's a Wrap Network grow. Let's hope the Flyers can break this losing streak and score some goals. Jeez. So they go again. Sunday afternoon game. Check it out, 3 p.m. Eastern at Colorado. It should be a good game, hopefully. All right, guys. It was fun hanging out. Talk to you next time. Take care, everyone. Peace.